I have built a lumberyard in my previous episodes, but it is so far away from me and I have to solve it somehow. So for that, I am going to build my first official long distance train route. I'm going to connect my base to the town called Hillfort, which is actually the home of my lumberyard. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of All You Can Build, because if you can dream it, you can build it. And oh my, I'm so excited because in this episode I'm going to do my official first long distance train route, which is going to be between my base and Hillfort, which contains my lumberyard. But for that, I want to have a rough sketch or planning about how am I planning to proceed. So at first, I have to make the two stations which will be connected with the train tracks. One is going to be a tree disposal in my base, and the other one is going to be a lumberyards building with a freight station. After that, I have to use some tunnel bores here and there, so let's waste no more time and get into this thing. But before I do anything related to trains, I am going to move this spawner underneath my Bonemeal factory, because while I was testing out my Bonemeal factory from the last episode, well, it's not so efficient and it doesn't produce as much Bonemeal as it will be enough to refill the dispenser properly. So for that, I'm just going to make it more efficient and I will hook up a skeleton spawner right underneath it just to make some more bone meals. And I was really lucky because here was an ancient ruin which actually contained this stray spawner, so it was probably the easiest job to move this spawner here. But for that, I will have to have a cart assembler, a cart, and some rails. I'm going to set up a smart system here, which is going to look like this. I'm gonna extend it with one here as well. And I just hope that it will work like this. So I hope that the strays will spawn on top of these belts, because if not, then I'm in a big trouble, I guess. I'm gonna do two gearboxes like this and like this. Gonna do a large cogwheel for the rotational speed controller. Oh, and I just found water here. It could be perfect for my water wheels. Like that, look at that. It's just a perfect coincidence. Okay, I have to turn it the other way, and the question is it rotating as I want it to do? Oh yes, it does. It perfectly does. That's great. That's great. Let's see what's the biggest we can go. Alright, that's something at least. Oh, okay. Alright, we can go max speed. That's something. That's definitely something. But for now, I would like to turn this thing off, because I also want to include a mechanical saw. Let me get one. There we go. And I will also go to my sweets factory, because for some reason, don't ask me why, but I have my large crafting terminal here, and I can do the big craftings here. Yeah, I don't know why is this the case, but it's just here. It's just here, and I cannot do anything about it. I mean, I can probably move it, and I definitely will, but not now. And the reason why I would need these wheels is because the way I can make bone meal is pretty simple. I just have to crush it, and I will have 100% chance to get 3 bone meals, and I will have another 25% chance to get another 3 bone meals. So that's great. I don't need white dye though. I'm gonna need 2 drawers as well. I will need a controller, I will need some chutes, and I will need some sleep. Now it's time to set up the skeleton farm. Alright, so let me have some room here, because oh my god, it is a bit disoriented and I cannot even find my place around. I'm gonna do just a small little escape space like that. Right, and the first thing I'm going to do here is just make the mechanical saw right over here. Or maybe I'm gonna extend it with one and then just put it one back. Oh no, I'm actually going to do this. Check this out. I'm gonna take it one back and I'm gonna bring this like so. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right, let's place it here. It should be good. I'm gonna place a chute right underneath the belt and another chute here. I don't know if it's going to work like that. I hope so. So it's picking up from here. That's definitely the case. And it's picking from there as well. Yeah, sounds good. It's probably the best. All right, let me set up this one as well, like so. I think I'm gonna use the good old cogwheel solution for that. I will need 3 cogwheels like that, like this, and like that. I'm gonna make just another gearbox, a vertical one, and then make it go like that. And as I can see, the wheels are turning the right way. Look at them. They are crushing something. Not with a great speed, but they definitely do it. And I only have that one chute left, which is going to feed it to a drawer controller, which is going to distribute these 2 things, like the bone meal and the white dye, between these 2 drawers. I mean, hopefully, because I'm working on it, so it has to happen, right? All right, and now I think what I have to do is just speed this whole thing up. Oh no, I have to connect the sew here as well. I think I'm gonna go pretty easy in that. I'm gonna go this, this, and this. Alrighty, let me see what's the greatest speed right now. Okay, it's definitely smaller than it was. Yeah, it's 76, but it's still fast, and it still does its job pretty well. I'm gonna go with the Ender IO item conduit again. Yep, sorry, just once again. But this is definitely the easiest way that I can do right now. And as I said, I really love Ender IO as well, so I just want to start it too, because yeah, it's just too good. I mean, the whole Ender IO thing, I know it doesn't fit really well to the whole atmosphere, but you know, when it comes down to tech mods, Ender IO is definitely up there. Alright, let me see how it's done. Yeah, I have 54, that should be enough. Alright, let me just have this thing right here, because I want to just hook this whole thing up to this system that was already set it up. Alright, let me try that. Oh, that's perfect. It has to extract, it has to go round robin, and should be always active. And everything else is going to be white dye. And that's pretty much done. Now the only thing that I have to do is get the spawner down somehow. And for that I will need the cart assembler. For sure, I have to have it on top of a rail. I think this is going to be a perfect place for that. But oh my gosh, at the same time I think I should probably lower it down with one. So I'm gonna go down with just a block. Let me see it. Oh, look at that. What is happening? Oh my god. Sometimes when I feel brain farted, I think I could look up on this thing for like an hour, because this is so entertaining for some reason. Alright, don't change the topic, We have to get the train down somehow. Or I mean the minecart. Alright, let me place down the minecart. I will need a redstone source as well. And there we go. It's rolling. Don't give up. Oh, it's so hard to push. All right, let me go. Oh. No. I mean, for some reason, it was calculated. Okay, guess it's time to remove the sew from there. And I guess it's time to remove this thing. Okay, well, all right. I think, oh no, it's going to get on the rail. It should. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, let me get the cart assembler. Let me just place it here and push the minecart. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, grab everything that is not needed. And I guess we are done. I guess we are pretty much done. All right, let's reinstall the belt. Let's reinstall the sew. Well, one thing is for sure, I want to use that glass. Yeah, this one, the tinted glass. Just to, you know, peek over, just to see what's going on there in the mob farm. All right, I guess I'm going to place one here. And I'm going to place everything else, like this. Yeah, that looks reasonable. And after I get rid of everything that could be threatening for the spawner, I'm going to pick up the dirt at first. I'm going to place another glass here. I'm going to place the dirt here. And let's see the magic. Oh yeah, it works. Gosh, it works. It definitely does. Okay. All right, what's happening? Well, I think I should add more. Like, I should add more water wheels, because this is definitely not going to be enough. I assume. So I have to have some more. Let me see. Let me see. The max speed. Alright, now. Now it's cooking. Now it's cooking. It definitely does. Alright, let me see how it works. Oh, they don't want to die. I mean, eventually they will. Eventually they definitely will. I'm gonna make just a small road down there. Oh, why is it fatter? Yep, that's exactly how I want it to be. No, not the feather. Oh, I have to get the key for my drawers. And I think I have to have some more drawers as well. Oh, yep. Just as I assumed, they will get stuck there. Alright. Then I have to find another way to do it. I'm gonna go grab a lantern and yeah, everything else is here. I'm going to try it with redstone powered train tracks. I guess it should work. Let me see if it does. Alright, let me just push this thing here. Come on. Just a bit back and now push it like so. Oh, that's great. That's great.
A few moments later.
There we go. I think it's good now. It should be good. Alright, you're a tough guy. You're a tough guy right now, but let's see how are you going to act when I set back. Uh-huh. Are you still tough? Ah, you don't seem like you've been tough. The first phase is done, so now it's time to deal with the main topic, which is going to be my first long train route and the lumberyard. Alright, so just a quick reminder, this is basically the lumberyard that I have done. It is going back and forth with the gantry shaft. I was really messing around with it in the previous episode, and I am actually producing almost all the logs that are the main necessities. So I would like to keep it like that, but for sure I will have to make a building for that, which will be able to hold like two-way rail system. I guess that should be the best, but at least it has to be one. So let's do it. Alright, so I first started with the layout. This looks basically like this. I've planned this. I actually have a drawing of this whole thing. I've planned everything in advance. And I know it's not something too confusing, but simplicity is key here. And I think it will look so amazing. So this is basically how I planned the main building for the lumberyard. And for sure, here will be the tunnel where the trains will come and go through. But now I'm going to do some texturing for the base. Alright, so check this out. I have done the textures on the side of the building, or I mean the side of the bases. This is where the train is going to come through, and this is going to be the archway. And I have made the flooring as well. And now I'm going to do the platform where the train will enter this lumberyard to pick up everything that is necessary, mostly trees. Alright, so I'm done with the platform and it is stretched out pretty far. But I mean, it's going to be the best way to transport the trees. And I also made some terraforming here and there, some decorations in case of the terra, because I have done a small river or like a small spring, which is actually coming from here, goes all the way down here, but I am not going to add the water just yet, because when I will schematic cannon it to my survival world, it will remove the water anyway. So yeah, this is where we stand now, and now I think after some small detailings, I can start to build up the actual walls. Wow, it's gonna be so exciting. Okay, so this is how I planned out the building. I put down the gradient right here. I'm going to use the mud bricks and the mud brick variants, and also some strip, dark oak log, and dark oak. So yeah, this is going to be massive. This is going to be huge, and well, I cannot wait to gather all the resources in survival to build this whole thing. But I mean, if it's going to look good, then everything is acceptable. So the next step is going to be to fill in the gaps with this gradient, and we will have a rough idea how it's going to look like at the end. Okay, so here is the build done, and yeah, I have done a lot of building. I was trying out new textures, and I ended up using the birch and the oak variants, and for sure some spruce variants as well. And now it's time to make the receiving port, because for sure from the lumberyard we have to transport the trees somewhere. So let's do that. I will just do some fine touches here and there, and another thing is that I have made some great terraforming right around this area, so it looks a bit bigger now. I'm just trying to add some more details to record it, to show you how I'm doing some small details, but the most important things. So yeah, I think in my opinion both lumberyards turned out pretty well. They are really resembling, and it's not hard to recognize them. They are definitely some lumberyards. They are made out of trees and wood. So first I can do some things like this. So how I like to do my decorations or like small details is to place down red wools, because these are going to be replaced all around the place, you know, just to make it like a random pattern and to not make it too consistent in some random shapes. And now I'm going to select it with the word edit tool. And now I am going to replace the red wool with crafting table, composter, barrels, node block. And I guess that's pretty much it. It's some small details. For sure, I always do some small adjustments because it is not always placing them perfectly. But other than that, I think it is a really great way to just work around the whole area. Now I'm going to do my usual inconsistent fence style, which looks like this. So I'm placing these blocks like in a line like that, and I'm using different heights. So sometimes it's just one block, sometimes it's 3 blocks, 2, and I just really randomize it to make it look like it's something not consistent. I usually place some additional blocks here and there to make it look like it has some out-hanging parts too. Alright, so we have this kind of random pattern, and now what I would like to do as well is placing different colors of blocks. And why am I doing it? Well, you will see it soon. I'm going to place it right beside the light blue blocks and on top of the light blue blocks. Alright, something like this. And I'm also going to place a different kind of wool, like this, on top of these light blue blocks. Not all, but on top of some. And now let me show you the trick. I'm going to select this area. I'm going to replace light blue wool blocks with strip spruce wood, oak wood, and spruce planks. I'm going to replace blue wool with spruce slab type bottom. And I'm gonna replace the cyan wool with spruce fences. And that's pretty much how I do my uneven and a bit natural looking fences. And I think this fits pretty well to this lumberyard feeling. Now it's time for me to do some texturing on the ground and place down some vegetation. Alright, so I'm done with the tree depot, and it turned out like this. As you can see, it is well decorated and detailed, and it's busy enough to look like a proper lumberyard. The only thing I have to do right now is just to hook up these belts as well, just to, you know, transport the trees all the way to over here, through the chutes to these drawers. But I think it looks pretty amazing, and right after I recorded this thing, I'm going to do a live stream where I am going to connect this thing to my lumberyard. And to be able to do my longest train line, I had to make a lot of train tracks. Alright, so day one of building the train system, I have done a pretty great progress actually. So let's continue to build the train system. Alright, so now that I have managed to connect my base to my lumberyard, it's time to hook up the distribution mechanisms. Finally, I was not even sure that I will get to this point and it's already been a mess, but here I am. Let me do some precision mechanisms. Alright, so I have done some rotational speed controllers, some large water wheels, and now it's time to hook this thing up. I will try to come down here. Oh, I have a pretty big space already. And that's not a big problem. I mean, so I have done 12 water wheels, which means that I will use 6 and 6 to each and every lumberyards, or 3 receiving ports. Alright, let's try it like this. Then I'm gonna place a large cogwheel here, I'm gonna place the speed controller here, and now I can do the water wheels. Alright, let me get some water. And now the water wheels. The question is it transporting things up? No, down. But yeah, I just have to change the direction of the rotation, and that's pretty much it, right? Like this. Let's see how far it can go. Oh, we can go all the way up. I don't know if I want to have all at once, but like, let it be a bit more moderated, like so. But now it definitely works. That's a good progress so far. Yep, it works. All right, I have to do the same thing on the other lumberyard. All right, I think it's going to be a tougher one because I do not really have a direct connection to this. All right, let's do it like this. Connect it with a belt, then come up here, and let's see if it works. Yes, it does. Oh my god. All right, let me just try the large cogwheel and the speed controller. Let me get the water going, and let's do the water wheels. Let me see if it works correctly. No, it has to go the other way. All right, everything is going to the opposite way, but now it's good. Yes, it's definitely pretty good. Great. Yeah, we're finally done with this one. All right, so case closed. Yeah, it's not the most beautiful thing, but I'm gonna make it pink. I don't know why. All right, and since I am done with the train system or the track system, I want to add a T-turn to it because, as you can see, in this case, the train has to arrive like this, like with the front to that direction. And it has to arrive to the other lumberyard into the other direction, like that. So I have to make it turn at some point, and I will have to find a right place where it can do it. So now I'm going to do that. I'm gonna make another train station. Alright, I have made this T-turn right. I know it's more like a Y shape, and now it's time to make the locomotive and the rolling stock. Oh, this is going to be so amazing. Now I'm going to transform the first carriage so it will be able to deposit the items or receive. For that, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna cut out 3 trees from here and I'm going to place down the vaults like that. Now I'm going to place interfaces on top and that should be good. I can probably cover up those parts. Alright, I will do it like this. And for sure, I will correct the catwalk railings. I'm also going to tag them because they are my trains. There we go. And now it should be done. The question is that if it truly works. Oh no, because, oh yeah, I did not glue it together. Silly me. Don't worry, I will work on that. Alright, now it works. So it has to be replaced to the upper deck, like here. Now if I can place it properly. I mean, yes I could. Alright, so the carriage is done with the locomotive. Let's see if I have managed to get the interfaces right. Alright, let's see if it approaches. Oh, it is. It's perfect. So what I'm talking about right now is this thing. It perfectly matches. I'm just so amazed right now. Yeah, it's great. It's perfect. I love it. The only thing that I have to do right now is to filter out these ones because I don't know how it will work, but I definitely have to look after that. And right now I'm going to go from here to the lumberyard. Alright, so as I can see, it works perfectly here as well. Look at it. Okay, so I guess it's all done. The only thing that I have to do is to basically transport the trees from here to there and make the schedule. Yeah, for the locomotive, I have to make the schedule. Let me see it now. Oh yeah, it works. It definitely works. And it's fitted. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Alright, now I have to correct the catwalk railings again. But it looks like it works. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. It was such a mess. And I've spent like 2 weeks working on this. But now it looks like it works. Well, the turning point will be, or the game changer will be if the schedule will work. But I mean, it should, right? Alright, so let's make the conductor like that. Now I'm going to assemble the train again. And now it's the moment of truth. I'm gonna hand this thing to the conductor, do lumberyard, and it should wait. Cargo inactivity. Maybe? Oh no, suitable schedule. I will try something. Alright, now I think it works. The only problem was that the train control was not directly in front of this guy. Oh, yeah, it looks so bad, so I have to work on this. But I mean, as I can see now, it works. Like, it's only the matter of details. But other than that, it looks like it works. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me see if it goes as I've planned it. Alright, so as you could see, this thing works. I could set up the schedule so it will work perfectly. It goes as it should be. And at the end of the day, I have every trees here. The only thing that I have to do is to get some emerald upgrades so they can hold more tree logs. After all, it's done. And it works. So this is technically what I have planned for this episode. I know it was too long and it took so much time to record, to cut and everything. The recording itself took like 1.5 weeks and some live streams too. But it was an amazing experience and I'm so glad that after all the efforts and tiring days, this system works perfectly, and in my honest opinion, these buildings and the other lumberyard look amazing. So thank you all so much for checking this video. Join my Discord for schematics and to join the conversation and the community. And see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.